Hello and welcome back to my channel. As 2018 comes to a close, I thought I would look back at the highlights of my year, a bit like the Queen does. Here goes, January. So January saw us having a late Christmas lunch with the family because last Christmas both my boys were in Panto. We didn't really get to have a Christmas dinner. There's always trouble though. Yeah, usually when the other half has had a few drinks.
You had far too much to
One
drink.
second for a photograph.
No,
Otherwise, I'm not taking. I'm not. If you're not going to just do it.
Just be normal.
Just do it for 1 second only.
do
I'm
something.
not going to do anything stupid.
You are.
Just try it.
Do
Just
it.
do it. Just do it.
Do it.
So January was the month that we went to see the wonderful Sunset Boulevard at Woking Theatre with my college friends. And we also went to see the slapstick, silly, but equally brilliant Banana Man at Southwark Playhouse. So February, the snow came. You don't know how much. When you work in a school, you always look forward to a snow day and it never happens. But 2018 was the year where we actually had 2 snow days, and we actually went out and we had a really lovely walk in the snow. February was also the first time that I went to see a film at the cinema twice. So I went to see The Greatest Showman. I enjoyed it so much that I went with my husband, I then went with a friend, and later on in the year we even saw an outside screening of it. February was the month that we went to a local pub. And I don't normally do a Valentine's meal at a pub, but we went and it was lovely. We had a 5-course meal, really delicious food, and singer playing in the background, and I'd quite happily go again in 2019. We celebrated my best friend's 60th birthday party. February was also the month where sadly I got my Tesco shopping very badly wrong. I ordered 96 bottles of water. The Tesco delivery man thought that perhaps we had a football team that we were training, but no, I managed to just get it wrong. Haven't seen this one before, but we went to see the Performance Academy doing All Shook Up. March is my husband's birthday, and another show that we went to see, which was called Once Upon a Time. March was also the month that my son did Move It. It's also the month that I finally got an answer to why I kept getting labyrinthitis. I got an appointment at the audiology and found out that my ears are damaged. So moving on to April, Nirvana Spa Day. April was also the month that my son flew off to sing on a cruise ship for a couple of months, so we had to say goodbye to him. April is also the month that we went to see Ruthless, the musical, with Jason Gardner in London. in May, Mo was mostly taken up with the show 9 to 5, where I played an alcoholic worker who was reformed by the end of the show. The local Mayfair we always go to get our gig on the green tickets. Today was the month, rather, that we went to see Can't Stop It, another new musical that my son was in at the Other Palace Studio. We also went to see The Spelling Bee. Moving on to June, it's the month when we have our favourite weekend of the year, which is the gig on the green. Whole weekend over to tribute bands and partying in the sunshine on a local green. And it is amazing. In June, I saw another couple of shows. I saw The Producers, which was a college production, and also a class act which was done at Hampton Hill Playhouse. My son, meanwhile, has come back from his cruise ship and he went off to the World Cup. He's a big football fan. When England won, he was there cheering. I also had my outside Greatest Showman. I thought it was a sing-along. I was all ready to sing along, but it was just the outside cinema. It wasn't a sing-along at all. Last day of June, and I went back to my old college that I was at 30 years plus ago, and had a college reunion. July came, we've had a good summer, and we had a lovely wedding. It was a beautiful, beautiful wedding and a beautiful day. I also appeared as an extra in the Woking production of Evita. Was also the month where we celebrated a family member's 50th wedding anniversary. Both my boys sang. One was struggling a little bit with his voice though.
Light overthrew you, and she tied you to your kitchen chair. She broke your throat and she cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
New Forest show always happens at the end of July. So I've always been going since I was a child. This year wasn't so successful. We all went on day one, but that evening my mum's knee gave way. She's had a Baker's cyst, which burst. And so on the following day, I went on my own with my nephews and nieces, and we didn't bother on the last day because it was so hot. Last day of July, another trip to Nirvana. August came and it's our wedding anniversary. We celebrated with our Musical Society barbecue. We also had a field fire across the road that son tried to put out with a hose, but it was never going to happen, and husband made it onto the local news with his drone footage. We visited the glorious Mayfield lavender fields on probably the hottest day ever. August, the summer holidays, and we went to Menorca, and for the first time we went with friends. I had a great time and lots of laughs. Finally, in August, we had a lovely day with my mum and dad and my son going over to the Isle of Wight, which is where they were brought up, and visiting Carisbrooke Castle. September is my son's birthday. It was also a very special little girl's christening that we know. We celebrated a very special event where my mum had been given an award for her work for charity and for the church by the Pope, and my son sang, or he recorded, Panis Angelicus for her. The end of September, I went with some friends to Center Parcs. We spent a day at the spa, but then sadly, in the evening, my back went. October is my other son's birthday, and also all things Halloween. Of course. And we want to watch another show, Crazy for You. November, we're getting to the end of the year. So November was our Musical Society fundraising concert. We also saw my son in his two last shows, which was Chorus Line and Maiden Dagenham, which were brilliant. November, we also went to see Ruddigore. December, our lovely day in London, best day ever. December is also our Christmas celebrations, so our Christmas party at work, Christmas panto, and of course, Christmas. Happy New Year. Who knew that I'd seen so many shows over 2018, but it's nice to see that I've spent it with so many lovely family and friends, enjoying myself and having a good time. May 2019 be as happy and as enjoyable.